Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more Fortnite news. Of course, every single week we have a patch. We break it down here. This patch, this content update on 8.2 is actually the smallest patch I've ever seen since covering Fortnite and their updates. And again, unfortunate news for all of you guys who, of course, wanted that former patch, that being 8.2 reverted. It is still in the game like we probably expected, right? Once they had arena mode pass, we probably knew that that game mode was not going to change. And if anything, they were going to have to adjust the current game mode a little bit off that arena mode. There was not going to be a complete reversion of it. So unfortunately not, still plenty of streamers, pro players, you guys as well, calling for a reverted patch out there. This was not the patch / update you wanted. Unfortunate news there, but luckily it wasn't a mythical item. I actually thought when they said prepare your bows, it was going to be a mythical bow out there. It still seems to be a semi overpowered bow. It's now called the boom bow, 100 base damage for any near hits out there, a 2x headshot multiplier, and if you direct hit your opponents, 15 damage on top of that, which does mean as well with that headshot multiplier, yes, that's an instant kill pretty much no matter what, unless you break the game and have over 200 shield. So the weapon itself does seem to be a bit, I would say, semi overpowered, although there's many counters to it. I would say the main issue I see is with this using shotgun ammo. If there's two of you on your team who can use this, you can certainly abuse the power of the bow itself and spam it. Because it uses shotgun ammo late game, you can spam it very heavily. It does not actually break full builds, but with that being said, fresh builds, you can break it down pretty fast, especially if you and a teammate have this bow. I will say though, pretty surprised it's not too overpowered, but again, there's definitely many abuses of this bow I could see, especially when it comes to late game. And it just hurts more because we know it's not the update we wanted, so it's hard to hype up a brand new weapon out there because people are really focused on reverting the old patch. Those are my thoughts, and yeah, it's pretty crazy, guys, because I shared that with you, and that was the single biggest part of this update. Other updates out there as well wasn't even part of the patch notes. It was actually on the Reddit forum, so I cannot confirm to you guys as of right now, although it does seem very likely to be true because for one, it was needed, that being a buff to peppers. If you guys do know, they were pretty darn weak compared to, well, bananas were pretty useless as well, but coconuts had their a majority of uses. They could heal 5 HP or 5 shield. Bananas only could heal you for 5 HP, so not too big of a use. It was actually peppers though that granted you movement speed. It was actually a 20% movement speed for 10 seconds, and it really couldn't see the effects of it. So apparently, according to the Reddit post, not to the patch update. We're gonna wait for maybe Epic to respond on this, but it does seem peppers could see a huge buff. Everything has now been doubled. It's now going to give you a 40% movement speed, not just 20% for 20 seconds, not just 10 seconds. And this is true. This is definitely a huge buff, and I think I wouldn't say necessarily needed, but it does make peppers very viable for the gameplay itself, and I was pretty surprised if it is true. Now, that was on the Reddit post. I'm not sure why they would post it to a Reddit post, though, and not to the actual content update, so I cannot fully confirm that is in the game. Also, very lastly, for news out there, guys, anyone having neck issues, including Tfue, he's okay. If you guys were curious about that, he updated us last week saying he was going to the emergency room, he was going to the hospital, then he confirmed on stream the doctor had told him pretty much they had no idea what was wrong with him. Now all test results have come back negative, and he is good to go, guys, just in time as we approach 11 days time from our first solo event, our first World Cup qualifier event. He will be fully healthy. Will he qualify? Completely different question. And yeah, how crazy is that? This is literally the smallest patch update, content update I've ever covered on the channel. Only really two big things, and one of which we really can't fully confirm. The second is another weapon that we probably did not need in the game, although I'm not going to argue against it. It seems to be, you know, it's going to be fun to use. We'll see how it plays out. It's just one more thing out there for people to complain about right now as we sit on arena mode having what we wanted to be the actual live game, and the live game is now what we never wanted the game to be, although we've actually been playing for a long time now. So it's really crazy to see the progression of the game and where we are right now. I've never seen, I can confirm right now, checking Twitter on the daily, checking streams as well, I have never ever in my point of actually covering Fortnite news ever seen this many complaints about a current Fortnite meta and a current Fortnite patch. It is absolutely insane, and hopefully it does get better. But as always, I hope you guys all enjoy it. My name is Jake. I'll see you back here sometime soon with more Fortnite news, Fortnite results, and Fortnite drama. Until next time, guys, take care.